Hello everyone, I am Ellie. I am content creator expert over at Lugiami and we have Mel today.
Hi guys, this is Mel here. I'm a host, model, mentor, and also soon to be a pageant queen who will be competing in a competition soon representing my state.
Oh wow, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You saying you are model and host and everything, but now you're working over at Lugiami, right?
Oh yeah. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I know, right? I'm getting my nerves. I don't know, maybe today I'm a little bit nervous, but yes, I'm also the talent manager of Lugiami Gaming.
How did you end up in the video game industry?
Oh, that is a
What
very
you
interesting
what brought you
question.
here?
I think how did I end up in Lujami is because I was kind of inspired by Jen the first time I met him. Like he was telling me about how Lujami is kind of a platform where we would like to empower women and would like to be the best or have the best esports team in the industry. And having that said, I think it's pretty cool to have a community dedicated to women.
So you're here for community.
Work, community, yes. But basically, I always work with something that it's really true to me. I think I pick something that is aligned with my purpose or my passion in life.
Yeah, actually you are director of Yana, right?
Yes, I'm also the director of Yana.
So Yana stands for You're Not Alone.
Correct.
It's Southeast Asia organization, right, for mental health.
Correct.
So you're a mental health advocate too.
Yes. I guess I should have inserted during my introduction as well, but I usually have a very wrong introduction. So I was thinking like maybe I should like cut it down and like keep it short this time.
No, go all out. We need to know
Go
everything
all
about you.
Yeah, so if I would like to restart my introduction, it will be like I'm a host, model, mentor, soon to be beauty queen, or I probably am a beauty queen already. The talent manager of Lujami Gaming, and also a mental health advocate, whereby I actually have a platform called Yana. You're Not Alone Southeast Asia Mental Health Initiative, started back in December 2019.
Oh wow.
Yep.
What brought you to be a mental health advocate?
Ooh, this question. You are bringing good questions in. You are doing you have homework done.
You gave me a lot of homework.
um, what brought me? I guess because I used to be a school speaker, and I was speaking to a lot of high school kids and also like primary school kids. And when I ask them questions, I'll be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And they'll be telling me like, "Oh, I'm depressed, I'm stressed, but I don't know who to go to." You see, they fear the school council. Do you have school counselor at your place?
We don't have such thing in Russia at all. Nobody really cares about you.
Yeah, but here we do. But so they don't they fear them and they don't feel comfortable sharing. Hence why they when they told me that, it started something in me, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should start something with my personal platform with the Rotaract itself. And we came up with the idea, Yana Southeast Asia Mental Health Initiative, where now we have reached more than 50,000 people, even just in a very short time with a very small team. So we aspire to reach more people, actually.
So does mean you focus on young adults or all ages?
I would say 13 to 25.
So young
13 to
adults.
25. Yeah.
So you provide a safe space for kids to come that you won't tell
Yes,
parents about.
we we keep it PNC, okay? Guys, if you guys ever come to me, I always keep it PNC. But in a way, I would say that we do three initiatives. Basically, we educate, we create workshops, we create talks, we create live sessions like this, talking about Yana or talking about mental health. Then we also have the second one would be outreach, where we work with other countries and other NGOs in other parts of the world, such as Southeast Asia, where currently our partners are in the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, Myanmar, Vietnam, and so on. Other than that, we also have the hotline. So under Yana, we also have the hotline where we answer calls from callers and we try to provide a listening gear. And everything is kept PNC, like I said earlier. So,
Wow.
Ellie, if you ever come and call me, I'll keep it quiet.
You tell nobody.
I don't know you and I won't say anything.
Awesome. That's
How about
awesome.
you?
So you mostly focus on Southeast Asia.
Yes, mainly Southeast Asia, but the purpose of me joining more beauty pageants or more competitions or even working with Lujami, hopefully, in the future I could make Yana into an international initiative instead.
So you're aiming to be international.
Yes, I aim to be international. I myself aim to be international and also my platform.
So your platform comes together with you.
Yes, my platform comes together with me. That's kind of the highlight and the point.
That's awesome. So you're mostly aiming to help others.
I would say, okay, so back to helping others, I think
Yeah.
it goes back to my core purpose in life. I always ask myself, before I do anything, what's my purpose? What's the burning passion behind me? And I think my dad said something to me very young, and I always remembered what he said. If I ever have 10 ringgit or $10, always save five, and another five you could help others. You get what I mean? Like you can always share your money. You don't need to like use it all on yourself. And I kind of realized like the power of giving is much more rewarding and never expect anything back. So I kind of enjoyed that, doing college or going to college, doing society work, and that kind of made me feel good. So I kind of continue doing that.
That's awesome. Uh, so you mostly focusing on mental health with Yana, and
Correct?
now you're working with Lugiami. You're working with the video games, with
Correct.
the gamers, with the esports. What connection in between, like in relation of the mental health and the
Mhm.
esports? What did you notice so far?
Oh, wow. I actually noticed a lot. Prior to this, I always thought like, oh, video games are just like, people are just escaping. People are trying to, not be there, trying to procrastinate, playing video games. And especially having that said, I find myself very ignorant, you know, saying it on
Yeah.
YouTube and Twitch, guys. Melisha is confessing. I felt like I was ignorant to say that or to think about it. And then after I joined Lujami or I get to know more about video games, I kind of realized that, oh, people play video games to release stress or people play video games because they don't have anyone to go to. And, this is kind of their safe spot, their comfortable place where they go to, they feel safe, they feel and second part or third part is like they get to meet so many people. I think that's pretty cool. Like you come on Discord or you come on Twitch, you talk to random people and they become your friends or family. And that to me was like, oh, this kind of changes the way I think. And because I was also working with many people regarding mental health, it kind of gives me more, kind of puts me more into more perspective. Kind of open my eyes to many different things, and I kind of learn it the hard way, I guess.
So you managed to understand what's happening in the mental health area.
Yes, it kind of allows me to be more connected to my followers or to the people because I get to see it in front, like front row.
Awesome. Um, you said that you're driven by passion. So passion is
Passion.
like the most core aspect of your life. So everything you do is out of passion.
Is that the question? Just passion?
Just passion. Because
uh,
you're
mhm.
very concentrated on being passionate about something before you do it, and not a lot of people are.
I think it's very important to have a passion in whatever you do. Like, passion is the key. I think I always, when I do motivational speech or when I talk to young girls or boys or just anyone in general, like, I always emphasize on passion, because without passion, it's like your body is moving without its soul. Get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no soul to what you're doing. So it's very important to really have that passion to keep you going in life.
Because I feel nowadays in a lot of aspects of life, they just ask you to power through it, whether you like it or not. You need to do that.
Very true. I think that is a very wrong perception, or something that we need to break, because I think that is what causing mental health stigmas, because we are always thinking like we need to just power through things. We should just be okay when we are not. We should fake toxic positivity. And that's something that even like lately I've been telling our talents, like, you can always say if you're not okay, if you can always tell me if you need some time off. We could find a way, we can talk and get things aligned. And I think that is what happened this past week. We have been getting it done.
That's awesome. So you're trying to be more understanding instead of we need
Yeah.
results.
Correct. Correct.
Because I feel the whole world is focused, what you mentioned, on results, on you being positive, on you always showing up, but
Hmm.
nobody really cares about you as such.
I think when you results is very important, but if your mind and your body is not syncing together, you won't last long.
Yeah.
You see, I could be tired physically, but if I'm mentally strong and I'm mentally taken care of, I'll be fine.
So your mental state powers
It's
your
very important.
body instead of your
Correct.
body. Yeah.
Very true.
So you have this perspective.
Yes, I actually have that perspective in me. And to be honest, I always made sure, like, nowadays I always check up on other people, like, you got to really learn how to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, it's going to be obvious. You're going to be tired, you're going to be like unstable emotionally, you're going to be all over the place, messy. You get what I mean?
So you encourage people to look after themselves first before
Yes,
anything. That's very
it's very true.
important. I think it's an important lesson, especially for what you aim in young adults,
Hmm.
because otherwise you have to learn it when you're adult hard way.
Yes, very true.
I feel like the whole like school system and everything built on you just powering through it.
Exactly. Like, a lot of them actually um think that mental health is not important. I'm so sorry. The highways here are actually very loud. But basically I was saying the importance of mental health is exactly the reason why our government is paying so much attention to it now. Like, if you don't know, Yana is actually working with the government, the National Coalition of Mental Well-being here. And we actually learned that there's a lot of problems, and there's actually a research 91.2% out of 100 people, 100,000 people in Malaysia requires emotional support.
Oh wow,
That
that's
is
very high number.
91.2%. And that is only 100,000 people that called. Imagine those people that are uncalled, not diagnosed, never ever went to therapy, never ever shared with anyone, never really think about their mental well-being, only cared about physical health. That could be a big problem.
Yeah, or don't have access to mental health support.
Yes, very true. Actually, the reason why Yana, like I said earlier, we actually have three initiatives, right? We have the education, we have the outreach, and we also have the hotline. So soon we are actually going to open the fourth reach, whereby it's going to call the Yana funding, whereby we will be funding people with mental health issues that couldn't afford their medication or even their therapy, because
Oh,
we realized that you need to start helping people financially. It's not it's not just saying or giving them advice anymore. You really need to go on ground and help them from there.
That's amazing. So you actually, what you said, getting on ground, actually physically going and helping people instead of just spreading awareness.
Yes, exactly. Because I think Yana, the first year we focus on spreading awareness. 2020, 2019 to 2020, we focus on, telling people what Yana is all about, what mental health is all about, the importance of breaking the stigma, normalizing conversations. And now it's moving to the direction where we need to start helping people, getting our hands on the ground and trying to bring people or provide interventions. I think the word here is providing interventions because um, if you don't know, suicide is kind of the second cause, leading cause of death between the age of 13 to 29.
Oh wow.
And it's actually very scary. Yeah, it's the second leading cause.
I knew it's high,
Uh,
but not that high.
you think it's high, but it's not that high. Okay,
Like
this is the
I knew
problem.
it's pretty like up there, but not second.
It's second, and other than that, every 40 seconds, like throughout this whole session that we're having now, every 40 seconds, someone in around the world is committing suicide while we speak.
And we here having fun.
See how sad that is. I know it's kind of ruined the mood, but it's very important for us to talk about it because, like, imagine if we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
People will feel like neglected. Hence why sometimes, it's very important, especially for us mental health advocates or even us as human beings, to not make fun of people or mental health issues, especially like, oh, depression is blah blah blah,
Oh, you
or
just
trying to.
said go have ice cream.
Yes. I really hate it when they try to like make depression or make anxiety or make eating disorder look so easy.
Yeah.
But these people are going through so much pain, so much panic attacks. They can't afford medication, they don't know what is wrong, they feel like it's their own fault and stuff like that. So it's very important for them to be engaged, for us to really engage them and like power through with them.
Yeah. So the more people know, the more people understand the severity, so they can actually can get help.
Exactly.
But now back to gaming. Did you notice in a lot of streamers, a lot of
Hmm.
esport players, the same issues? What we talked about, fake positivity and all these things.
Yes.
Because
Oh, that's the question.
everything's a question.
Okay.
Because I feel like, especially streamers, they constantly on screen. You can't afford to be sad or not to show up if you have a proper schedule. If that's
Hmm.
your living, like your whole living is built off of positivity.
I think that's very true. Okay, let me give you an example. When it comes to what I can see or what I understand about the esports arena now, and also the streaming platforms, so streaming talents, we would call them talents. Okay, what can I see is like they are trying to be somebody else. They're not who they are. Sometimes we get burned out.
Yeah,
Correct, Ali? Have you ever get burned out?
all the time.
All the time, right? And I'm someone who breaks down. I cry when I'm stressed. Okay, I'm gonna admit this on YouTube again. I cry when I am stressed. I cry when I feel like things are not going my way. But every time after I cry, I feel much better. I pick myself up. I, do a post-mortem on my emotions. Have you ever done a post-mortem? Okay, when you do a post-mortem to understand, okay, maybe I'm sad because of blah 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 blah. I think that's what the industry needs, like what the talents need to do. They need to like let the emotions out because they're focusing so much on potential, they're focusing so much on results, they need to win all the time, they need to prove to the organization that they are good, they are capable to be someone. And hence why they fake this persona and not be themselves. So the best advice to give to them is like just be themselves, be yourself, and like really try to understand, when can I release my emotions? Who can I approach? Maybe I need to find someone that I could talk to. It can be a friend, it can be your family, but do understand sometimes not everyone could listen to you. Sometimes you need to find someone, a third party, such as like an outsider. Hence why I have many outsider coming to me. I guess is because they find maybe I'm a good listener. I don't know, maybe.
They can
But
trust you.
other, yeah, just someone that you can trust and like talk to them and kind of like release all your emotions, and that would be great. I
But
have a question here
yeah,
by Ahmad. What do you like most about Luja? To Mel and Ali. Okay, Mel have answered many questions so far, so
yeah.
we're gonna give this question to Ali. What do you like the most about Lujami?
What I like the most?
Yeah.
I think I'm gamer myself, and to have a community of female gamers. First of all, it gives us visibility because I know that there is across different platforms it's around 50% gamers are females,
Mhm.
but you don't really see it in real life. You know the data, it's there, but they're not visible. And here, Lugiami given visibility, you know they're there. Here's the literally bunch of girls who are gamers, and you feel belonged. You have community to belong to. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think that's my most favorite part of the game. So Mel,
Okay. Um, I guess I could vibe with you, especially on that level, like whereby you said like we are pretty obvious with our empowering part. Our talents are very female oriented. We could see all of them most of the time. But I think what I love the most about Lujami so far is how we embrace each other and work together, because I've been working since I was 15. I have been working different jobs. I've been meeting so many people, worked with so many different teams. And our team is pretty cool. Okay, guys. I know Ahmad, you're listening. Shetway is probably here. Ash, Jen, you're probably here as well. And I could say, like, we are all pretty cool. Like, we all come together, working together, and we all have the same goal where we would like to see our talents get known. We like to see Lujami being on the chart. So that's kind of what I like about us. Yeah.
awesome. Um,
What's my next question?
your next question. Uh, you say you related to modeling and mental health, but gaming. Were you ever a gamer? Were you ever like personally related to what you're doing now?
um I okay, so I have to go on a little bit backstory on this. So basically my mom and dad used to own a coffee shop, and in front of the coffee shop is a cyber cafe. So I used to go to the cyber cafe almost like every day for my whole high school life. For a whole high school life. And I used to play, this is really embarrassing. I don't know who are, okay, people out there, anyone play Left 4 Dead, whether it's one or two. Okay, that was the first game I ever played. The second game would be Dota 1, but I wasn't really a Dota player anyway, but more to like Left 4 Dead player. I think I was like more like the horror person, like the shooting kind of games. I don't know what you call it, FPS games. Is
FPS,
there
first
a
person
term?
shooter.
Oh my god, I know terms now. I'm on the cool side now. Starting wearing hoodies, trying to look more gamer like with the whole setup.
Welcome, welcome. It's fun here.
It's fun here.
It is.
But yeah, so that's kind of the games that I played. I think the latest one will be Artifact. That's
Artifact
all.
was pretty recently came out.
Yes, that was pretty
It's like
recent. That was fun.
2018, right?
But the thing about me, okay, guys, I can't really play games or have any like Netflix account because I get addicted to games and shows very easily. Like I just get attached. I literally get attached very quickly. Like I got attached to my Netflix account like I literally got the Netflix account like 3 days ago, and now I'm like really attached to it.
Oh, so you know that about yourself and you try to stay away.
Yes, hence why I try to stay it away because it's hard because I think it's because since the age of 15 I've been working nonstop, so I never actually enjoyed life or like have fun. So now that I get fun, which is Netflix or gaming, I become so addicted to it, and I don't sleep.
Oh, wow.
This few days I've been sleeping like at 4 or 5 in the morning because I was I was enjoying my Netflix account so much, too much.
So you kind of feel like you have to catch up, or
I guess it's okay. Everyone faced different things differently, or maybe addiction differently.
of course.
Addiction is not only on the bad things. Addiction can be shopping, can be books, can be coffee. So for mine, it's like any activities that are fun and not work, I get addicted to it
Okay.
very easily.
Okay, we have a time for the last question.
Okay, what's my last question for today?
I think the most logical question will be, since we talked so much about mental health,
Okay.
what would your advice be to the gamers, especially professional gamers, whether streamers or esport players, regarding their mental health? I feel it's not talked enough about.
Okay, I think the best advice I could give to professional gamers, streamers, anyone who is watching out there, if you're facing certain issues, let's say mental health related, and you're not diagnosed, first step, please do get diagnosed. You need to go check it out. What is that problem, or what is that issue that's bothering you? It could be simple symptoms like washing your hands when you get stressed out, or having panic attacks that you kind of like brush it off. It's just nothing, or it can be just stress, and you're like having a lot of stress, and you're just like, oh no, it's just stress. No, it's not just stress. No, it's not just an eating disorder. It's so much more than that. It's something that will affect you in the long term if you don't get it sorted out. So the second step after you seek professional help or get it diagnosed is basically to have someone around you that understands your situation. It could be a close friend, it could be a family, or like I said earlier, it could be an outsider that you trust. So you can talk to them, kind of release your emotions, like um, or maybe if you are the person that has a friend or a family member who is facing certain issues related to mental health, you can always be the person who engage with them. Don't allow them to push you away unless you really feel like, okay, they need time off, because some people, they might really need to breathe. Hence why, Ellie, maybe you have faced it as well. you know you need you need to take a break, so you push them away, but that's probably you really need a break. But some people push you away because they feel like they are not worthy of your love and care. You get what I mean, Ellie?
Yeah, I'm introverted. I
So
know exactly what you're talking about.
you're introverted and you get okay. So if you ever meet someone like that, or you have a friend like that, like, engage with them still. Have that, allow them some peaceful time, but also send them a text or be with them, or reach out to them maybe after a day or two, like, hey, how are you doing? Um, Ask more questions, like, notice little things, maybe they look more tired than usual, maybe they are talking less. Like, if you see Melisha not talking, I'm definitely having a problem. Ali,
So,
I'm serious. I'm being serious. So if you ever seen me not talking, like quiet, that really means like, no, she's not doing what, not doing fine. So like, notice this little behavioral change on them and try to provide help. Just try to provide support. Try to understand it, because sometimes I used to not understand it as well, but I took the time to really, um, really try to learn more. I went on Google. I started to talk to other mental health advocates. I started to talk to people that actually have mental health issues. people that has OCD, people that has depression, people who has eating disorder, and all of them come to me and said like, you know what, actually we just need someone to be there. So technically, they just need someone to be there, and we just need to be there. So just know that you're certainly not alone in this world, and it's okay to not be okay. And that is what Yana is all about. It's okay to not be okay, and you're not alone. And if you ever need someone to be there, you can always hit me up, or you can hit Yana up, or you can also have contact any other mental help hotlines. Oh my god, I can't speak suddenly. Mental health hotlines out there like Brief Frienders. We have MMH. We have recently the government also have I think it's called Kasih Sayang hotline. So you can also contact them and like give it a try, talk to someone. So that's all I know. It's a really long advice.
So to sum it up, be mindful of yourself, careful of yourself and others around you.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay, I think that's all for our interview today.
Thank you so much, Ali.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks,
Thank
Mel, for being
you.
here today. Bye.